So I recently rewatched I Saw the Light, a 2015 biopic of Hank Williams. Now, this is a movie that was not accepted by the critics. I'll just put it that way. And it's one of those situations where I don't get it. Like, I don't know why this wasn't more embraced, why other biopics, about Johnny Cash, uh, Freddie Mercury, Elton John, many, many others, like why they're more accepted, and this one just kind of came and went, and nobody cared, and and a lot of reviewers just wanted something else. I don't know. I'm here to tell you why they're wrong, because this movie is excellent. And I'm a Hank fan. Maybe that's it. But for me, this is a warts and all. This shows, a very flawed human being. For those who don't know, Hank Williams is considered like the godfather of country music, one of the greatest singer-songwriters of all time, and he's played by Tom Hiddleston, and his wife Audrey Mae is played by Elizabeth Olsen. Now, for the younger generation, that's Loki and the Scarlet Witch playing real-life people. So, but it's he's from Alabama, so you get a lot of Southern accents. And as somebody who's a very harsh critic of bad Southern accents, being Southern myself, their accents are fantastic. Elizabeth Olsen, especially, perfect Southern accent, and Tom Hiddleston is very good too. But Tom Hiddleston sings every single song from Hank in this movie. I mean, not every song Hank's ever sung, but he sings all of the kind of important Hank songs, all the well-known ones, and it's his real voice, as is usually the case in biopics. I mean, all I ask of any biopic is that the actor playing the role sing the song well enough to evoke the character. You don't have to sound exactly like the character, but sound enough to evoke him. Now, if you have to change your voice too much, like Joaquin Phoenix in Walk the Line, it does take me out a little bit. If it's a completely different singer doing the voice, then that's even worse. This is perfect. This is perfect because Tom Hiddleston sounds enough like Hank Williams. He even learns the yodel and all of that. He sounds great. Like does he sound 100% like Hank Williams? No. Does he sound great though? Absolutely. And that is a rarity, frankly, in a movie like this. He evokes Hank with his singing, and he does so naturally. And the mannerisms on stage are first rate. The little knee movement that Hank famously did on stage, kind of a trademark knee shimmy, whatever you call it. He's got it all down, Tom Hiddleston. But this character has a lot of depth. I mean, he had demons. He had a chronic back problems, and he had to deal with it through alcohol and through drugs. Oh, and he was also a womanizer. So a lot of flaws in Hank. And we all know this, and that's a big cliche when it comes to musicians and in these biopics. But that cliche may have come from his life. I mean, he's maybe the first really famous singer to have to deal with all that stuff, and an up and down marriage and all that, and yet he really gets. I feel like he gets to the heart of Hank Williams. The depth really comes out in Tom Hiddleston's performance. The difference is he makes it look easy. That's kind of the only way to put it. I mean, I always say that a lot of critics, and especially the Academy, they're like math teachers when it comes to acting. They really want to see you put in the work. Like, they really want to see the work on the screen. To me, that's not great acting. To me, great acting is, you've done all the work in rehearsal and in preparation, And then on film, on screen, or on stage, it's natural. It just, you make it look easy. And that's what Tom Hiddleston does in this version, in this film. And it's great. It's great. I think one of the negative reviews said that this movie wasn't very memorable. Again, hugely disagree. While I was watching this, I remembered scenes coming up. I just remembered, oh, I remember that scene, and vividly too. I literally thought I saw this a year ago, and then I remembered I hadn't seen this in like 4 or 5 years. This movie is from 2015. Yeah, so I saw it maybe 5 years ago, but some of the moments were just so crystal clear. That's one of the signs of a really great movie. That and the fact that it goes by so fast. Yeah, I literally thought this movie was an hour and a half, and it was like two hours and a couple of minutes, something like that. So, yeah, and the supporting cast is great too. It's actually filmed in the South. I mean, most of the film is set in Alabama and Louisiana and places like that. A little bit in Nashville. I think they filmed some of it in Nashville too, but it was filmed in the Deep South, particularly Shreveport, Louisiana, and you could tell. Southerners can really tell. I mean, with that vegetation, the cicadas, it really has that authentic feel to it. This movie was directed by Marc Abraham, who I think directed only one other movie before this, but it's good. Maybe it's just my kind of movie. Maybe it's just my kind of movie, but I gotta tell you, it's a real treat. The songs are great, and if you doubt that Hiddleston's really singing, or if he's using auto-tune or pitch correction or something like that, there's a couple of special features where he's singing live, like in an interview, and in one case in a post-premiere little concert they decided to have. I mean, he sounds great live. So this is the real deal, and the music is a real treat. Stay all the way to the end of the closing credits, because you hear a couple of really great songs, including one that they didn't highlight in the movie, but it's the very last song that they sing, that Tom Hiddleston sings at the end, and it's a real treat. So highly recommend I Saw the Light. I think it is a movie worthy of the legend of Hank Williams.